वनक्कम मैं हैदर अली सैयद आशीर्वाद से यूनाइटेड
Yes, Kumar Shiva, you wanted to say something? Please go ahead. And after that, Mullah, you can go ahead with your question.
I'm familiar with this Jewish way of life. It's fairly familiar with their way of life, and there's nothing specific to ask.
Yes, Mullah, you had something to say. Please go ahead.
Yes. Actually, the title of the room caught my attention, so I came in because I'm a Muslim, And the title of the room this Ramadan, self-declared Muslims should accept Quran. Obviously, we do accept Quran. Quran is like the heart of our religion. It's number one, and then there is other books in a second position. So, can you explain to me what is the reason of the title? I don't understand. I'm trying to understand. Yeah, thank you.
See, basically, first of all, Quran is a reminder. It's not a book for any religion. It's not a religious book. It's actually a reminder of reminding about Sirat al-Mustaqim. And that Sirat al-Mustaqim is given to right from the beginning, right from the Adam. And since Adam, the starting point of Islam or the God guided path is from India. And it started with the third son of Adam, Set, and his Shiva. And the Shaivites, the Quran is basically a reminder for Shaivites so that they can rectify themselves and get back to Asivaga. So this is the purpose of Quran.
Wait, that's the first time I heard that in my life. Well, are you saying that Quran is a reminder of some kind of message? And you said some word that I don't understand. What is a Shiva? What is this?
Actually, if you read Surah Fatiha, guide us to the straight path, the path whom you have blessed. Who's that blessed one? And not the part who have strayed, and the part who started the people under wrath who started some part. So there are altogether three way of life. One is the Sirat al-Mustaqim, which was given because Quran is basically a last book. It's a reminder, reminding the people of the book and children of Israel. And there is a certain community who had no prophet, like chapter 36, Quran chapter 36, verse 1 to 11. It stops Prophet Muhammad from wasting time on the people whose forefathers are not warned. Whether you warn them or do not warn them, they will not believe. So that's why Prophet Muhammad sent letter of invitation to Persian Empire, and they rejected it. But King Chera of Tamil Nadu, he responded to Prophet Muhammad, and after Fateh Makkah, the border was made. The Hijaz and Najd, and Prophet Muhammad, whoever was not connected with the family of Ibrahim, they were removed out of the Mecca, and they were settled in Najd. So there are basically two settlements. One is Hijaz settlement and one is Najd settlement. And regarding this Khalifa system, because as per what Shia Persian doctrine says, because Persian have got no connection with Quran. So Quran says that Allah appoints whom He wills as the administrator. But when you talk to a Muslim, he says the Surah community appoints it. So there's a contradiction. So as per what the Quran says in chapter 2, verse 246 to 252, among the family of Ibrahim, the seed of David holds the kingship. And the old Qibla of Jerusalem belongs to children of Israel. So when because of Romans and Persian, the children of Israel fled from that land and they settled in Arabia and other part of the world. And after Prophet Muhammad, the new administration center, like in Tamil culture, the Koil means house of administration. So the old Qibla of children of Israel was at Jerusalem, and the new Qibla for them was at Mecca, and from there Moors rule 800 years in Spain and other part of Europe. So whatever the Shia, Sufi, Sunni, Wahhabi concept is, they have got nothing to do with Quran. Their whole religion is based on Hadith. So Quran is a tribal reminder, not a religious book. You're getting the point?
Look, the word Sirat al-Mustaqim, from my understanding, it's like, how can I say it in English? It's like when God says Sirat al-Mustaqim is like the good way, the correct way, right? How humans, how we Muslims, we should, what we should follow, how we should live. So that's what my understanding of Sirat al-Mustaqim. What you said about the Jewish people in Jerusalem, well, of course, I do believe that Jerusalem, it was a place of Jewish people. It is, and even in Quran we talk about Banu Israel, the sons of Israel, Banu Israel. So yeah, it's mentioned many times in the Quran, Banu Israel. We recognize that the Jewish people lived in Jerusalem. I don't have any problem with that. What is happening today between Israelis and Palestinians, in my opinion, it's a political problem. It has to do with politics. But yeah,
I'm not talking
the
about
Jewish
that.
people live
Mullah, see, what I'm not talking about that. And this room is basically Asivagam. And Asivagam actually means A stands for God or soul. C1 or G1 means DNA. And Agam means inside human body, which is made out of Panchbhutam, earthly material. So basically, we human are three in one. And
Muller,
to get this,
Muller,
yeah,
this is a reinterpretation of the Quran uh, by Hyder and his forefathers. This is a reinterpretation, and they believe that this is the actual and the right interpretation, and not the one that is believed by Muslims. So you need to first take down notes as to what he's saying, Google, and then come back to him. He holds rooms every day, so I think that's
yeah,
the
sure,
best
sure,
way
no
to
problem.
approach this issue.
I will, brother. Don't worry. I'm gonna take all what he said in consideration. Inshallah, I'm gonna do my research, and yeah, if there is something to learn, why not? Thank you for this advice. Yeah, I will. I will.
yeah. See, basically, it's, in one day you will not understand because I normally talk about Quran, and most of the Muslim are not aware of what is inside the Quran. Like for example, in chapter 2, verse 2, what it says, that is the book which is a guidance for mankind and for the people who are conscious of Allah. So conscious of Allah means meditation, or you have to go inside yourself. So why you want to go to inside yourself? Because everything is inside you. God's particle is inside you. Your genetical memory is inside you, and that's why in chapter 7, verse 172, it says that from Adam's children, from their loins, their descendants were taken out, and they made a testimony with each with themselves. Means that's why in Indian culture, we have Kul Devam, and that's why everyone is connected to their respective Kul Devam. So it's all connected because the Adam to Noah, 100% that history belongs to the Indian context. And after Noah, the history of Ibrahim starts just recently when our people, Tamil people, were in the phase of Greater Kali Yuga. So after that only, around Ibrahim came. Ibrahim was tested and appointed. Chapter 2, verse 124. Then later on, from Ibrahim we have Sarah, and from Sarah we have Isaac, and from Hagar we have Ismail. So everything is like a family lineage wise. And Quran chapter 3 verse 33, 34 says that Adam, Noah, family of Imran, family of Ibrahim, chosen above all mankind, and they are descendant of each other. So this part is it's basically talking about particular bloodline, and that bloodline is interconnected. So religion's Torah, Gospel, Quran, and the previous books are connected to a tribal community. It's not a religious book. So people who have made a religion, they are actually on the falsehood. So the room title is basically for those religious organizations that the people who follow the religion, they should first understand what is there inside the Quran instead of fighting over religion, because religion has got nothing to do with the information in the Quran, because Quran is basically talking about people of the book. So when it says people of the book, it refers to the people of first Siddha, whom the first Siddha is basically whom God taught everything by pen. Chapter 96, verse 1 to 11, and it talks about family of Ibrahim. So information in the Torah, Gospel, Quran is basically for certain people. So you should know your Gotram, you should know your Kuldevam. That's why Quran chapter 49 verse 13 says that from a single male and female, their children were divided into Shuba and Kabail. Shuba in Arabic means department of work, caste. That's what in India we recognize ourselves with their Gotram, with their caste, with their Kuldevam. And Quran 49 verse 13 is very clear. I think you are from Arabia, from those. You must be knowing the meaning of Shoba.
Sir, Hyder Ali sir, if I may, Mullah, you can continue. But Hyder Ali sir, there's one thing I would really want to, change on certain aspect. Rather than using the word caste, I would be glad if you use the word community. Because if you say caste, no sir, it jumps back to the Hindutva's philosophy itself. But when you say community, it depends on the tribal or the community people of the group. I'm so sorry to interrupt on this conversation, sir. That's what I wanted to address on it, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. So actually, a profession means a department of work, and that's the reason why that's the reason why this the first colony, they had a different department of work. And chapter 6.6 of Quran, you can note it down. Chapter 6. It says clearly says that the people before Noah were far more advanced than the current generation. And then there is a story of bloodline of Cain. So people of Cain, Cain is basically the first Antichrist, and coming of Antichrist means bloodline of Cain will come and settle in Iranian plateau, and this is where the turning point is. All of this, and so Quran is basically reminding about the history of certain bloodline. Adam Noah from starting from Adam, Noah is from bloodline of Set, and Ibrahim and family of Ibrahim and family of Imran. They are chosen above all mankind, and they are descendant of each other. Chapter 3, verse 33. So, if you know your bloodline, it will be easy for you to understand Quran, because it's a reminder. People from that Gotram or from that particular community, they will have a better understanding of Quran than the people who are following Quran as a religious book. Quran is not a religious book; it's a tribal information.
Thank you.